Hi, my name's Costas.
And I'm Chris.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Weekly Magazine. What a great product we have this week.
We do. A product? I think products.
We say that every week.
Yeah, we do. But it's true.
It's true. We always have great products. Now, last week's anagram was...
Ivy fuels llama. Or llama.
A few of you got it right, and of course it was...
Family Values.
Which was
from last week.
Yeah, a product we reviewed. So let's go get the winner.
Okie dokie. I'm going to pick that one.
Yeah, go for it. Jazz Binder.
That's the one.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Contact us and we get back to you. Now, someone thought that we staged last week's. No, we do have more than one.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do.
There's about 9 winners in here.
There are.
So, yes,
well.
They were all Jazz Binder, of course, but we've got an anagram for next week, which is...
roast Clement.
Now, the hint.
For Christmas.
The hint. Now, actually, I can't remember what it was. It was a good one.
It was a good...
It was relating to... What was the anagram?
What was the anagram?
What was the anagram? Anyway, the anagram is...
That's how good it is.
No, it's actually... What is it? What was it?
We'll have to check.
Stay there. I'll be back.
Oh,
I closed the page down. I closed the page down.
We'll enter next week, because we don't know either.
I'm going to enter as well. Now, that's good. An anagram is not supposed to be known by everyone. And
not even the people who made it.
At this moment in time, not even us can remember what the anagram was. And the anagram was... Oh, I know what it is.
Ah.
I know what the anagram is.
Well, don't say it.
No wonder we forgot. It's because this doesn't actually exist yet.
Oh, yes! Yes! That's why, okay.
No
yes,
wonder.
I get it.
It doesn't actually exist. So the hint is something that is coming. It might actually, it might actually come or be here or appear when this goes live.
Yeah, that is true.
It might even be part of this week's show. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. This is a mystery show.
This is a very mystery show. So yes, Rose Clement is the anagram for this week, and it's something that does exist. I can see it.
But
anyway, whoever,
yeah,
whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah.
So this week we are giving a once over of a great packet trick called Fully Automatic.
Yes, a packet trick, sort of, kind of. Not really a packet trick.
Yeah,
really, is it?
No, it uses a whole deck. It's great.
Yeah, it's good. We've got our weekly lecture, the At the Table Experience, the Jay Sankey one. Well, hey.
And a blast from the past
is Magic Box's Element.
Actually, we've got 2 Magic Box items. Because
well, yes, technically this is a Magic Box item.
It's a Magic Box item as well. So let's get on with this week's show.
The first once over we have this week is Magic Box's Fully Automatic Card Trick. Let's have a look at a performance I did earlier and have a talk about it afterwards. We've done a lot of tricks in the past. It's always been me performing for you. So this time, I'm going to hand the reins over to you, and you get to do a trick.
Okay.
Right? But since this is your first trick, we've got instructions. So we've got a pack of cards. In fact, let's take out the jokers. Yeah. What I'd like you to do is cut about a quarter of the cards off the top. Perfect. Yeah?
I wasn't supposed to look at that, sorry.
No, that's fine. You want that one? Yeah, we'll leave that there. Now what I'd like you to do, hold the pack, and deal a pile down right there, straight from the top. And the deck will tell you when to stop. Oh, there's an instruction card. The instruction card says, remember your card. So pick it up, have a look at it, remember it again. Yeah?
Yeah.
Put it in there, and we're going to drop that, and drop those on there. We've lost your card somewhere in the pack. Fair enough. pick up the pack. And start on this side. Deal a pile of cards. Yep. Okay. Put that one in there. Perfect. And it says stop, deal a new pile of cards. Put that there. And you're almost there. Go on, yeah, another one. And only 4 cards left, so deal 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the rest of the pack. Perfect. Get the instructions out the way. Now, for the first time, name your card out loud.
3 of diamonds.
Have a look, see how you did with your first card trick. Wait, now, here's the interesting thing though. I wanted to give your first card trick a little bit of pizzazz. Okay. So, do me the honor of taking the piles and turning them all face. Yeah, turn them over. 1. You can see where this is going now. The punchline's ruined. 3, and finally, ace of spades. 4.
Brilliant.
That was all you?
Pretty good, I reckon.
I know, I take my job. Now you've just seen the performance of fully automatic card trick.
That's actually the title.
It is, yes. It is not just the fully automatic card trick. It is the fully automatic card trick. Trick. Box. Deck. Trick.
He said that really well.
I did.
Right, actually, I really like this.
I do too. We learned it to demo it, and we sort of fell in love with it when we took it out of the box, because
it's one of these tricks that spectators really like, because there's a lot of things that happen that they never expect. For example, the first time you show the instruction card that appears in the deck, and they follow the instructions, and then when they deal in the cards, there's actually 3 other sets of instructions that appear at certain moments, and they follow the instructions, and then it leads to
their selected card, and then the bonus ending, whatever you want to say.
Even I demonstrated this at the Magic Circle Dealer Day a few weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
And we had a lot of banter with this effect, because you can have great banter with the spectators. And of course, the spectators at the event were magicians. Yeah. And they could really appreciate how good this effect is, and how much potential there is when you perform it to spectators.
Because I mean, it is. There isn't really another name for it. It is the fully automatic card trick.
It's self-working.
Completely self-working. You don't have to be in control of any variables, but you do sort of have to guide them a bit, just because of how clear you have to be with your instructions at the beginning.
But you're lucky that the instruction card that appears and then the other instruction cards that appear, they're very self-explanatory.
Yes, so and they are in the hand of the spectator.
Yeah, so when the spectator reads them, it's obvious what they need to do. Yeah. You can't really go wrong with it. The reset is pretty quick.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Once you learn the sequence of the reset, you can do it instantaneously. Yeah. But you just have to remember the order. Put it that way.
There's nothing else to really say about that. No. It's what it is. There's nothing else you can really do with it apart from what you've seen in the live performance. Yeah. However, it is a cracking routine, and you've got, and it's really cheap as well. It's what, $15.99?
It is. No, £15.
Well, $14.99.
$14.99.
That's it.
It's a cracking effect.
It's a great effect. The self-working card trick. The next once over is Jay Sankey's At the Table Live lecture. We're going to see Chris perform one of the effects, which is back in time to a spectator, and then we'll come back and discuss that effect and the rest of the lecture.
I'm going to ask you a serious question. I just want your honest opinion. Okay. Do you believe in time travel? Because I'm a bit of a geek, and I love the idea of time travel.
Yes, I like the idea. No, I don't.
You don't believe it exists?
No,
even
not
with,
right now.
Even like wormholes and all that kind of stuff? No. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an experiment, not necessarily a card trick, and see if we can do something that... I'm not going to claim that it's time travel, but maybe something that feels like time travel. Okay. Okay. So first of all, reach in, grab a card out. That one, yeah? Mm-hmm. And hold it just like that. Mm-hmm. And take a snapshot of this image.
Okay.
Yeah? Now have a look at your card, remember it, don't forget it.
Okay.
Got it? Say stop.
Stop.
Perfect. Now, here's the interesting thing. I'm going to ask you a simple question. Do you know about some of the shuffles in Vegas?
No.
No, you don't know any of the shuffles in Vegas. Because some of the shuffles in Vegas, they go... Actually, here's what I'll do. I'll do it face up. Remember your card. It's called an upside down, left to right, equally backward shuffle. It's true, I made that up. Yeah. But it goes something like this. It's also called a drunk man shuffle. Because if a drunk man takes hold of the pack, they can slap cards like that, upside down, face up, all kinds of stuff, making a giant mess of cards, right? Put that there. Now, don't forget your card, because that means that there are face up cards, face down cards, and even for you, I think I can find a back-to-back card. Yeah, weird. Queen of Hearts wasn't your card.
No.
No. Here's what I want you to do. Put your fingers out just as you did before. Perfect. Take the Queen, just like so. And here's what's going to happen. If you have a look, each of the cards have turned the right way. And I mean the whole pack has turned the correct way. And if you remember the snapshot, it goes right back to the beginning.
Yeah.
As you took out your card.
Yeah. No.
Have a look.
You've just seen the live performance of Chris performing Back in Time, which is an effect on this lecture DVD. It's a really nice effect. I never saw it before actually, but all it is, it's a great story to a classic plot.
It is, it's a very classic plot. And sorry I was dancing, I had Huey Lewis stuck in my head.
Well, the dancing was a bit irritating. You're lucky you didn't get one in the stomach, but you know, You're being kind today, thank you, Costas. Yeah, it's a very old classic of card magic. But it's the story that makes it unique.
It is a great kicker ending. What? Kicker ending, it's not like a massive surprise, it's just a really nice other wrapping of that trick.
She really liked it.
She did? Oh yeah,
she
absolutely.
really liked it, and I think the reason she really liked it was because of the story. Jay Sankey did a great story around the traditional plot.
Yeah.
That makes it unique, because a lot of Triumph's routines, they just tricks. You know,
and usually
these face up, face down, blah, blah. But with this story that Jay Sankey has put together, the Back in Time storyline,
it's a great.
It makes it a really good trick, a really strong trick. Because even when I was filming it, and I hadn't seen this before, I didn't know.
That was the first time, yeah.
Which trick you're actually going to perform, and I didn't actually watch all the tricks. I watched everything else. It was a nice visual moment. I had to smile to myself that the ending was.
It's a great story. It's perfect full circle.
Yeah, I didn't expect the ending to be as nice as what it actually was.
Now I will say for one thing, because you guys have watched the performance. I in my mind, after watching this, because Jay is such an enthusiastic performer, I actually at the beginning of the trick was almost doing another one of the effects on here. So if you actually watch, you'll see me switch sort of tracks, because I'm like, is that the right move for this trick? Couldn't quite remember, but I got into it. But I don't know, the other effects on here, like I was gonna say, I was sort of in the middle of Attack Deck, which is another one I quite like on here, which has another great story about magicians and people coming up to him saying, "Ooh, can I mess with your deck of cards?" or whatever, and he goes, "Well, I've set my deck up, I've trained my deck to actually be on the defensive." And it's just a great little story, and then you do a little pop-up thing with the deck, and then it goes into the actual trick.
The other thing about this lecture DVD, it is so funny.
It is very funny.
It's very funny. Silly. It's really entertaining.
It is quite entertaining.
And his advice, I know we said this with some other lectures, they're very solid piece of advice for entertainers about gigging and all that kind of stuff.
Jay knows his way around a restaurant and a close-up gig, and he talks about that quite a bit throughout this.
If he doesn't entertain for a living, and just produces magic, he's a really good storyteller because
Oh yeah.
his advice is so sound and it's very believable and makes a lot of sense.
I
So
believe he preaches what he practices what he preaches.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't, because the advice from there is it can only come from a working performer.
Yeah, and one that's been doing it for a while.
Absolutely. So if you want 3 hours of entertainment and great
good
magic,
yeah.
you know, even let's go back to you know, you're going to pay £8 for a lecture DVD with 3 hours of solid entertainment and advice. The back in time trick, or back in time trick, it's a fantastic trick just on its own. It's worth the money just for that trick because it's a solid piece of entertainment.
Absolutely.
Question answer for this week. We haven't got an answer.
No, we
because
don't.
We don't have a question.
We don't.
So we're going to post a question for next week, and the question is, we got sent this by a couple of people in the past, actually, a couple of viewers. So we thought we post this to general public.
Hello, public.
You've got magicians that have been practicing for a while and they want to go out and actually perform to real people. What would be your advice on how they can let go and approach and get their first real live gig?
What's your approaching technique, or where do you try first? And that's it really.
It's not aimed to try and get gigs from other magicians. It's aimed to get people out there to try and
get their own gigs.
Get their own gigs, and also to get that experience of performing to real people. Because as you know, performing in front of the mirror has its limits.
Yes.
So, you know, that's the question. Until next week.
This week's Blast from the Past is Magic Box's Element. Let's have a look at a live performance I did earlier and have a talk about it afterwards. We're going to do something with numbers this time.
Okay.
Right, that's why I brought a calculator with us. I'm terrible at math, but we'll come back to it. Because each card obviously has a number associated with it. Bear in mind, queens are, 12, kings are 13, and so forth and so forth.
Yeah.
Some people also believe that cards have like a prophecy or a horoscope type thing that they can tell you about someone's life.
Okay.
Right. So what I'd like you to do is I'm going to run through like this and just touch a card that you like the look of. The 9 of hearts? You sure?
Yeah.
9 of hearts. Okay. We're going to leave the 9 of hearts there and come back to it in 1 second. I have over here 9 cards, 3 with different colors. Yeah? I would like you to take one of them and give them a good mix. I'll even let you have the red ones, give them a mix as well. Give these a mix. Give them all a good mix, just to make sure that I'm not doing anything fishy. And we're gonna make a 2-digit number. So we need the tens and the units, depending on which you want to do. So we have to get rid of one of these colors. Which ones do you want to get rid of?
Red.
Red. You want to get rid of red. Try to make this as fair as possible. We're getting rid of reds. See, they do all have numbers on them. Yeah. Getting rid of reds. And this is up to you again. Which one would you like to be the tens? Which ones would you like to be the units?
Tens unit.
Tens units, so just as they are. Yeah, so we'll put those there. So the first number we have is 46. Fair? Second number, 28. And the final number, 91. Yeah? Now with all of those, we're going to make a 3-digit number. Right, so we're going to add them all together. So, I'm going to let you see my password. Would you type in, do 46 plus 28 plus 91, and we have 165.
Yeah.
So just remember 165 to get these out of the way. Because there is one thing I did not tell you about this pack of cards, is that each of these cards actually has a number on them.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. They really do. They all have a number, depending on, that's 92, it's 7 of hearts, so forth and so forth. But you picked the 9 of hearts.
Yeah.
Right, and here's the interesting thing about the 9 of hearts, is it's actually number 165.
Brilliant.
Now, I've just seen a live performance of Element by Magic Box. The interesting thing is, when we learned this trick, we did sort of the first phase, in a sense. And we didn't realize until someone bought it off us and told us how strong the entire trick was.
It was Don.
It was Don.
It was Don.
We have some sad news about Don.
Don, he's actually showed us something.
He showed us something. Where? Let's leave. No, but thanks to Don.
Yeah, this routine. I like this routine for various reasons. I like the principle behind it. I really, really like. And the great thing is, it is a free choice. They can choose either two.
Yes.
And they can shuffle them and do all that kind of stuff. Now, what we used to do, we were writing the outcome on a piece of paper as a prediction. And that didn't sell it strong enough.
No.
And then Don said, well, I've set this up.
Why don't you do the actual trick?
And then he showed it to me, and then I thought, actually, that trick is now beautiful. It's a really strong effect now. And
yeah.
I can't recommend this highly enough for it's a great effect.
Now, this is one of those tricks that I would get and not worry that it's another deck that you can't use with something else. Because it is a solid trick in itself.
Well, the great thing is, because all the cards have got numbers, there's a justification why you're actually using a deck specifically for
right,
this.
because they all have numbers on them.
The numbers are all different.
Yes, and they can...
Free choice of a card.
Any card.
And that's what makes this really strong, the fact that they have got a free choice of a card, and then that card has got the outcome of the number that is on the coloured cards.
They picked.
Yeah. And that's what makes it really strong, the fact that all those elements are true.
Yeah, and they really do pick the elements themselves.
Yeah, so they literally do choose the two that they want to use. The two that they're going to use have been shuffled. They're not in a specific order.
And they put them in the tens or units that they want. They could swap them, they could... The more I think about it, the more I like that trick.
It's a great
to
effect.
Perform as well.
It's a great
really
effect.
easy to perform. It's a Don trick.
Yeah, it's a Don trick. But yeah, I guess, and if you got this in your close-up case and you want to do something extra at the end of the night or something, and you bring it out, it makes sense, the fact that, you know, there's numbers on every single card. There's a justification there, and it's a great justification of why you're using a different deck.
Right.
It's just great. We like it.
We do.
Fantastic.
That's
Elements. We know what this is now.
We do know. It dawned on us.
It dawned on us, and we're not even sure by the end of this
recording.
Show,
yes,
you are going to know what this is.
Yeah, that is true. It's a surprise for us and for you.
But you will know what it is.
You will
because we will mention it.
Everyone will know this.
It is actually our next release.
It is.
It's not actually Decon.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because Decon has been released today, officially.
And it's also not Decon because there are more letters in that than Decon.
But it's the trick released after Decon.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a great, great packet trick.
I think my favourite packet trick.
It's actually one of the best packet tricks I think I've ever released.
Yeah, so you better get it. Then.
Considering it's the only good one.
Ouch.
No. It is a great packet trick. It's called
that
Rose Clement.
Rose Clement.
That's what it's called.
That's the anagram.
And you might have a trailer at the end of this, or you might
not.
If we get the trailer back in time, you would see it. If not, by the next week's show, when we give out the answers, you would have seen the official trailer and you would know what it is.
Yeah. Back in time. No, I think we have... what do we have on this week's show? We had the fully automatic card trick, right? We had the At the Table experience, the Jay Sankey lecture. And we had Magic Box's Element Blast from the Past.
Well done for letting us know what we looked at this week.
You're most welcome. I thought we did that every week. I thought I'd do something different.
Yeah, well, I guess you would have thought that I have forgotten already.
I did a bit.
Considering it was only like 15 minutes ago.
I jumped the gun a bit, didn't I? I've got a short-term memory.
But then again, I can go back in time and remember what we've spoken about, so I can go back and tell people or the viewers.
Well, don't give away the anagram then.
Well, the thing is, we have got about 6.5 million viewers now on
Yes,
a weekly
oh.
basis. So there's bound to
Most
have
of them are
someone that's
asleep.
going to get this right.
Yeah.
Anyway, was that 6.5 viewers or something?
6.5. Someone with one leg. I don't know.
Right, anyway, I
Yes.
need to go and get my coffee, so
Wait.
catch you later.
Bye.